Yeah, here it is. Last day of May. No, not last day. Second to last day of May. 30th. Yeah, 30th of May here in Vrindavan. Nice temperature. We're getting warnings of thunderstorms coming. We're getting told that the monsoons will be here on the 20th of June. So it's early. That's early. And the temperature last year, three times just here in Vrindavan, hit 52 centigrade. And to get to 52 centigrade three times, it had to constantly go up and then down, go up and then down, go up. So you know it was a really hot year last year. This year, temperature is running around, the max that I've seen is 30. It hasn't even gone into the 40s. But there's a phenomenon going around here. If it says 39, it says the people are feeling like it's 49. And it is. You walk around and people are feeling like it's 49 degrees. So there's something in the atmosphere that everybody that knows this atmosphere knows it. It's not coordinated. You can't coordinate it. A difficulty, huh? Well, this difficulty also, if somebody wants to at least get in touch with something eternal, or make a equation of an aspect of eternality, we would have to come up with Einstein's E equals mc squared. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. So even when Einstein was doing this, he was thinking that speed of light is not a variable, it's a constant. But he would be surprised that it's not a constant. The speed of light depends on and this is Bhagavatam, on the speed of attraction of two atoms coming together. And then after two atoms coming together, three double atoms coming together, and then you can start constructing time. So this is the construction of time. And this construction of time is variable. And we know it's variable, especially for Venus. They do not have the same time as we have. Their time is celestial time. That means 6 months. 6 months of ours is 1 day of theirs. So we already know. And then even in the Bhagavatam, it gives, because there was interplanetary travel, and there's probably still is interplanetary travel. So if you wanted to make a clock, it's described on how to make the clock right there in the Bhagavatam for that specific place where you're at. It's easier just to take an hourglass and go to the different places, and it'll work almost in the same way. So it really brings up a big problem, because somebody's saying, okay, this star is so many light years away. When, how are they going to calculate it? The speed of light is different. So it's difficult to even know anything about our planetary system. This gives another vision that we may be saying, oh, this planet's here, this planet's there, and this is how far it's away and everything. Unless it's confirmed by Shastric evidence. you cannot say it's firm, because they haven't gone there. If they've gone there, really gone there, and if they are able to measure the combination of the atoms in the place where they are, then we'd have to go along with it. Otherwise, no. We can't, not even that. E equals mc squared. Not even that is a constant. It's a big unknown. The speed of light is unknown. And to say that, oh, I'm seeing the stars so far away and everything, no, you can't. I got dim lights on because the deities are just about to go to sleep. Vishnu Priya, Gauranga, and Radha and Krishna. And we're just about to go. So I just thought I'd come out with just, that's a simple thing. Because to look for, it's like if you're going to look for something, you look for eternality and the aspects of eternality. Yes, energy is eternal. And it does equal something else that's eternal. But unless we can figure out the changes, we're never going to see eternality. If I can figure out the mystery of the changes, then I can see eternality and get a grasp on it. You know, what actually it means that energy is eternal. And even with that, I laugh, because everybody knows, even with that, E would, the E would have to be inclusive. It would have to be inclusive of everything that's in the state of entropy. And with every in other words, every second of our seconds, every second, there's something created called entropy. That's where energy disappears. But they know that that energy still exists. But they are not able to grasp it, bring it back, or anything like that. And they know that the energy we have is slowly deteriorating. So yes, energy, if I can include all the storage of energy in the realm of entropy, if I can take into account all that energy, plus all the energy that I have visible to me, then yes, energy is eternal. But they can't even prove anything, because the energy that we are having, as soon as it goes through a reaction, it's lost energy to entropy. But they know that that entropy can be recovered, but they don't know how. They know it's there. It's like you go to a washing place, and every time I wash my clothes and everything, some socks would disappear. Even if I took good care of my clothes and everything, when I was leaving, I'd always have a few socks missing, and I'd say there must be a planet where all my socks are, So the energy is like that. It's just disappearing into entropy, and they can't measure that. So not even the E equals mc squared is a complete vision. Not even that. They would have to see how they can also give in addition the entropy factor. And they'd have to also see how they could put the speed of light in different places. You know, how the speed of light means the speed of time, or the speed of your life. If you want to be correct about it, it's the speed of your life. You go on one planet, you may die in a few seconds. You go on another planet, you may die in 1,000 years. Because the speed is different. The speed of the combination and the discombination of atoms is different. And that is controlled by the planet itself. And the planet itself, it's controlled by what the intellectual and the you know, like what, in other words, like you go to a place and you want to know who's the smartest, you always go to the university guys and everything, right? And from there you go down to the people who graduated from high school, people who graduated from kindergarten, you know, never, whatever. So you want to know something, you do that. So the people in these planets where the time period is longer, their intellectual capacities are greater. Their emphasis on the on intelligence is stronger. Here the emphasis is more on earth, dirt, really solid. It's not in a more subtle way. But on other planets, it's higher. It's expansive, you know, and the accumulation is expansive. Here, it's not expansive. It's really limited. I have a limited brain because of limited reactions that happen with this material that I'm using, but they don't use the earth as a material in their construction of their body. So theirs is higher, more detailed, higher, stronger, everything. And so life is longer. Still they have to die and everything, but just putting it out there, that to detect the existence of eternality is like, you know, it should be the drive for everybody. Krishna has hidden eternality from us. We are eternal. And yet he has been able to hide eternality. Eternality has motions. It does things. Actually, it's the conductor of everything. So we should be able to at least start to understand the existence of eternality. I don't have to, you know, combat somebody of whether gods exist or whether it doesn't exist, whether spiritual exists or doesn't exist. I shouldn't have to do such foolish things. Yeah, but to detect it's a difficult process, because he has made it so difficult, and in his own ways. Oh, Krishna is something else. All of a sudden, you know, when he's doing the creation, it says in a verse that they came to him and they told him that the material energy doesn't know what to do. Right? But the material energy emanated from him. But here somebody all of a sudden is coming up to him and saying, hey, your material energy doesn't know what to do. So he says, oh, it looks like I better enter into it to give it the ability to know what to do. Yeah, because he limits that. So he makes a great effort from the time that we are manifested in this material world. He makes a great effort to hide himself. He makes a great effort to hide himself and not be seen, not be even detected, and not, I can't use him as an example to win a debate on eternality. I can't use him because he himself has all of a sudden accepted, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, thanks for telling me. He didn't need to be told that the material nature doesn't know what to do. He didn't have to be told. He knew it already. But in the Shastras it's saying that they're telling him that, well, you know, this is Maitreya Rishi talking to Vidura. Imagine how much our Lord has gone through just to hide himself from us. Oh, I really didn't know that material energy just didn't know what to do. Well, I'm going to have to enter into... So in other words, it's his energy, right? It has come from him, right? Is he not there? It doesn't ever disappear because of his existence. It exists. But he's making a statement of it as if it's different from him. Oh, material nature doesn't know what to do. Oh, in that way, what I'll do, not just enter, he will hide himself in material nature. So he hides himself with his own energy. Pretty hard to see somebody when he's the controller of both my energy and his energy and all the other energy, and he decided to hide himself from us. Well, we can start to detect them and at least, you know, develop that faith that he is there. That, you know, the scriptures say he's there, so he's there. We have to develop that faith that he's there. But still, there may be some factors around that can help, you know, he's playing hide and go seek. So that means he wants you to seek him out. Somebody doesn't play hide and go seek without them wanting you to find them. So, in a loving way, he's hiding from us. In a loving way, we're gonna capture him. No other way. But even the greatest of the great, with their discoveries and everything, they can't even make an equation that's correct. An equation that the energy that comes from him, even his we aren't even speaking about his spiritual energy, which, you know, Actually, everything is in substance spiritual. It's coming from him. But we're not talking about that. We're just talking about the ever-changing material energy. We can't even give it an equation for it, a correct equation for it. Maybe a lot of people are satisfied with Einstein's equation, but it's really lacking a lot. And if you start just using that equation to build something on it, and you're really not going to get anywhere. You got to get an equation that can actually lead you. Einstein was thinking, because what he was doing, Einstein was a person that did his own self-meditation. So every day he would do some meditation for about 30 minutes. So he was here in Zurich, you know, the capital of Switzerland. He was at a university and is studying there, and also he had a job. And while he was at his job, he would take his 30 minutes and look out the window. So one of those times that he was looking out the window, it felt to him that he was taken out of his building, placed in what he was thinking was a bus, and then this is because there's a big clock in Zurich, the Times Square clock of Zurich. So he was looking at that clock, and then this transport, whatever it was, bus or whatever, just started going faster and faster. He could see that it was going faster. And he concluded that he got to the speed of light, and when he looked back to the square, the people weren't moving and time wasn't moving. So he came up with the conclusion that if I move at the speed of light, then I can stop time. Or you could say I can conquer time. But he wasn't aware of the change of time all throughout the universe. There's specific changes in specific areas, but there's change of time throughout the universe. We go, okay, so big deal, it's change of time. Yeah, but I'll tell you, it gives a different calculation of distance too. Remember, two atoms are coming together quick, or two atoms are coming together slower, or two atoms taking a real long time to come together. So those distances in a certain time period are different. So not only does the speed of light change, but the distance changes. Now how can this happen? You know, the distance between something changes. So what somebody may calculate, oh, that is 100 light years away, all of a sudden becomes only a few miles away. By able to be and see the actual distance and the actual time and everything, then it may be just a few miles away. And so if you have that type of vision, you can see you can travel easy. Well, I can travel so far. Yeah, I can travel so far. And there's, within our body, we have small but not so ineffective or unimportant. But some of the electricity in my body moves at one speed. Some of the electricity in my body moves at another speed. And they've calculated, and they can get colors to it, and they can show that this area needs high speed, this area needs, so it isn't the same electrical movement even within my own body. This being so, we could even conclude that the speed of light within my body is changing. I have different speeds of light just within my body, and that's true. For different functions, there are different speeds. Don't fall over, please. We'll say goodbye to you because it looks like it's time to go to sleep. Take some rest for tomorrow. Yeah, take some rest for tomorrow. No, but that's actually important. Yeah, to have different speed of electrical movement in your body, 3 different speeds, means you can have the function or the speed of light different within your own body. Within your own body. So we in a small manner are also have combinations and destructions of atoms at different rates. And to even try to understand why that's possible, why it's like beyond. First of all, my eyes are used to seeing a certain speed. My body's used to moving in a certain speed of energy. And yet, different parts of my body are used to moving in different ways within my own body. So, the indications of the universe are all within my body also. Yeah, they'd have to be there anyways. The subtle body, and the subtle body, you can say it, the mind body, it can move faster than the gross body, and it can also keep on existing after the gross body is gone. And then above the mind is the intellectual. The intellectual, so the gross body has a speed of light, the mind body has a speed of light, different. The intellectual body has a speed of light, different, right within my body. And I can't understand them. And I'm trying to understand how to detect the existence of eternality. I'm trying to detect and make it firm in my mind the existence of eternality. It's a very complex, it's a very difficult thing. Am I going to work on the bodily existence? And am I going to work on my mental existence? Am I going to work on my intellectual existence? And above that is the false ego existence. And then pure ego, the spiritual world. That's within me. Those gradations, those things that I just mentioned, they're within me. Just in me. Still, I'm trying to find it, if I can catch Krishna in his work of The Magic Man, the producer of illusion. Oh, I didn't know my material nature needed my support to be able to do something. Oh, okay, I will enter my material. He's never left it. He never has left anything. It has never, like, been out of his grasp. It has always been into his grasp. But as a good showman and drama actor, he's conveying that message. Maitreya is telling Vidura that, oh yes, Krishna was told. I think that's 3rd canto. I can't remember the chapter, but the creation, or just the chapter before the creation. So, yeah. So now we're just getting the inkling of Krishna being told that he doesn't know something. Okay. So we'll leave it at that, and we'll see how many other I almost want to say it just lies, but whatever other illusions Krishna feels that he has to create just to have this material world working. Okay, I hope everybody, it's a simple thing, you know, it's quick, simple. Einstein could not get a complete, the best you could do, you know, equal MC squared is the best you could think you could do. But it just doesn't fit. And they still use it. They still refer to it. But it doesn't fit. You'd have to also put a variable of, have to fit a variable of time. It's called the time factor. Where are you at? And who are you talking to? Where are they at? And you'd have to put both variables and then convey the message to the other person to get some adequate knowledge, some accurate knowledge to somebody. Oh, how far are you away? Oh, how much time it's going to get you to get to my place? Oh, this, that, and the other. You can't know. You really can't know. Yeah, we think we know. We really can't know. Okay, I'll leave it at that, and let's put these deities to sleep.